Saving Our Livers, Part 2, Amyloidosis and Other Chronic Conditions. Most of the body's proteins are synthesized in the liver. During this process, it's essential to fold proteins correctly so they can achieve their functional three-dimensional structure. This allows them to perform their biological roles like interacting with other molecules. But what happens if the liver is congested, filled with hundreds or even thousands of bile stones? It'll have an extremely difficult time removing toxins from the body. The liver will get filled up with toxins. And the toxins will interfere with protein folding. The process will be prone to error. So here we have newly transcribed mRNA strand, a folded protein, but when you introduce toxins, the toxins cause proteins to get misfolded. They can clump together to form protein aggregates, they can degrade, and they can form amyloids. Amyloids and other types of misfolded proteins form in the liver and travel throughout the body via the bloodstream. They travel to different organs. So these types of misfolded proteins, amyloid beta, tau, etc., can result in these types of diseases: Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, mad cow, and transthyretin amyloidosis. And light chain and transthyretin are the two most common amyloids that cause neuropathy. When amyloid plaque builds up on the nerve cells, it's called amyloid neuropathy. A few of my relatives have been diagnosed with this. How to stop amyloid buildup? There are two ways that I know of. 1. Assist your lysosomes. And 2. Decongest your liver. Amyloidosis can be viewed as a lysosome storage problem. What are lysosomes? A lysosome is a factory inside the cell that helps you recycle and clean up garbage. It breaks down damaged and misfolded proteins into their basic building blocks so that the building blocks can be reused and rebuilt into something new. It's a recycling machine. This process is called autophagy, which means self-eating. How to increase autophagy? How to break down and recycle amyloids? With intermittent fasting. Fasting stimulates autophagy by signaling the body to switch from a state of storing energy to a state of utilizing existing cellular material. Recycling. In the New England Journal of Medicine, December 2019, the authors reviewed 85 studies and declared that intermittent fasting should be used as the first line of treatment for obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, neurodegenerative brain conditions, and cancer. So in this example of IF, you would keep all your eating to within an 8-hour time window, and you couldn't eat outside of this window. For example, you could start eating breakfast at 9 a.m. and finish all meals by 5 p.m., or you could shift this window around to start either earlier or later in the day. There are different schedules to choose from. The eating window you choose will be based on your experience level. So you can fast for 12 hours or 14 hours or 16 hours or 20 hours. You could do OMAD, which means one meal a day. Or you could do meal skipping, which means some people alternate. One day you eat and the next day you don't. Some people fast continuously for multiple days. My personal record is 5 days. During this fast, I only consumed water and electrolytes. Good news! After completing 5 days of fasting, I saw my LDL level show huge improvement, increasing from 19 to 47 mg per dl. Now my body has a better chance to repair itself. If you haven't yet watched part 1 of this video series, please do so to understand the importance of this. If you are female, then I highly recommend reading this book, Fast Like a Girl, by Dr. Mindy Pelz. Women have slightly different needs when it comes to fasting. But even if you're male, the first few chapters are extremely helpful. Dr. Pelz shares the following fasting achievements. So, autophagy fasting starts at 17 hours, gut rest at 24 hours, fat burner 36 hours, dopamine reset 48 hours, immune reset more than 72 hours. But wait, won't I get hungry? Let's talk about keto. But please thoroughly research this diet before trying it yourself. If you are interested in learning about keto, a good place to start is with Dr. Eric Berg. You can type Dr. Berg Keto for Beginners into the YouTube search engine. I'll also leave a link in the description box below. And also, please research electrolytes. You can type Dr. Berg Keto and Electrolytes into the YouTube search engine. It's crucial to understand electrolytes before going keto. Link also in the description box below. So the basic idea, pink is carbs, brown is protein, blue is fat. Carbohydrates spike your blood sugar and only give you energy for a short burst of time. Protein moderately raises your blood sugar and gives you energy for a longer time. And fat only slightly raises your blood sugar while giving you fuel for a much longer duration of time. On a keto diet, most of your food will be sourced from fat with very few carbs. So choose healthy fats, not unhealthy fats. To enter a state of ketosis, you'll need to keep carbs very low, down to about 20 grams to 50 grams per day. This cutoff will vary amongst individuals. It can take the body a few days to start producing ketones, and a few weeks to fully adapt to this new fuel source. Once your body is adapted to using ketones as a fuel source, then fasting becomes so much easier. And the longer you can extend your fasting window, the deeper and more effective your autophagy will be. The deeper your autophagy, the more your lysosomes can break down and recycle amyloids. The more you can recycle amyloids, the less amyloid plaque will build up on your organs. So back to how to stop amyloid buildup. So we can now check the first box, assist your lysosomes. And let's discuss the next remedy, decongest your liver. So one more benefit of keto. When you consume high amounts of carbohydrates, this puts a heavy load on the liver. It's very laborious for the liver to transform carbs into fats for the purpose of shipping fats out to the rest of your body. This conveyor belt gets backed up, causing traffic and congestion. Now we have inflammation. But if you eat a healthy keto diet, then you can dramatically reduce the congestion and inflammation. Now, how can we remove the toxins? We can remove toxins from the body's tissues by consuming binders like charcoal, bentonite clay, and chlorophyll. These binders will bind to different types of toxins in your body and pull them out of your tissues. A good one to start with is chlorella because you can take it with food. In contrast, Charcoal cannot be taken with food because it interferes with nutrient absorption. Both can be found on Amazon. And before you detox, it's best to take bile salts about 30 minutes beforehand. This is because it's possible for the endotoxins to shut down your bile flow. For more information, you can watch this 5-minute video. Search YouTube for Dr. Berg, Do This Before You Detox, or look for the link in the description box below. I highly recommend using his Dr. Berg gallbladder formula. It's the best one I've ever tried. You can find it on Amazon. But what would happen if you were to pull toxins from your cells while your liver was already clogged up with stones? It would be like trying to empty a sink with a clogged up drain. If you pull too many toxins at once, the liver will be overloaded. Then the toxins will back up into the bloodstream and cause detox symptoms. Detox symptoms include skin problems like pimples, rashes, dryness, itchiness, and in severe cases, a yellow tint, dark bags under the eyes, anxiety, stress, mood swings, insomnia, and more. So if you are experiencing detox symptoms, you probably need to remove the stones first and unclog the drain. So here it is, the Liver and Gallbladder Miracle Cleanse by Andreas Moritz. I'll give you a brief summary. First, you widen or dilate the bile ducts by taking either magnesium sulfate, which is Epsom salt, or magnesium citrate. This prevents the stones from getting stuck. Then you need to contract the gallbladder. You'll be squeezing bile out of your sac. To do this, you need to create a mixture. Squeeze a grapefruit to obtain 3/4 cup of grapefruit juice and measure out a 1/2 cup of cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil. Then combine the grapefruit juice and olive oil into a bottle with a lid. Put the lid on and shake the bottle vigorously until both liquids are combined. It will look kind of orange. Drink it up within 5 minutes and then lie down immediately for 20 minutes. So here's the schedule. I'm thinking you can pause the video here so that you can read the schedule at your own pace and then restart the video. So the advised minimum number of flushes is 12, but some people need to flush up to 30 times. So if your liver is extremely full of stones, this could take a couple years. Hopefully yours is not this full. That was a brief summary. For complete instructions, please read the book. In the third video, I'll explain where it was necessary for me to deviate from the Moritz method. I'll also discuss results. If you haven't done so already, please watch the Andreas Moritz interview, especially if you have a chronic condition, even if it's something small like seasonal allergies. Link in the description box below. I'll see you in the next video, Part 3, The Cure. Thank you for watching, and Jesus loves you so much.